This is a Mary May Studio production.
Where gaming is not for just your average Joe.
Hello and welcome back to my SnowRunner adventure. I'm back in Alaska. It's one of the old school logging setups. I'm not sure why, but the logging trailer mod that I have, every time I hooked up to it, this truck would bounce up in the air. And every time it did that, it would roll over. It would take a long time to figure out what was wrong and find a setup that worked. We're carrying on with the contract that I rolled the truck over on my last load of logs. And I rolled it over right here by this tower. There is no truck there now. I have a Tega over here. I have 3 of them actually. One on this map, one on Mountain River, and one on Pedro Bay. So we're back with the duplicate truck glitches and moving trucks around. I thought we were done with that, but I guess not. At least I don't have to recover the truck and those logs. I just have to start again here. I don't remember what truck I used either. And this does not have diff lock, so I'll have a hard time getting through here. I'll put it in low gear, maybe it'll help. Well, my new car that I just bought has to have the transmission replaced. I finally was able to take it home and it didn't make it. It died on the way home. So it's now a fight with the car dealership to figuring out who's paying for what. Because I'm sure as hell I'm not paying for a car that I can't drive. Long logs, there we go. They said they'd give me a replacement car of equal value, but there is no cars of equal value. So what they're trying to do right now is get me to pay the difference and finance the difference. So I owe 2 different people. I already took a loan for the first car. Doesn't work. That's the whole reason I went to a dealership, because I thought they would at least vet or inspect their vehicles before they put them up for sale. I seem to have had more problems then again. I have this trailer here. Maybe I'll try it the same way. That I was trying to attempt last time. Now, I'm pretty sure it wasn't this truck I was using, because I just brought this over back from Pedro Bay. It's been there for the longest time. I don't remember what truck I was using. Yeah, I wish I could have a vehicle. I really miss having my own car. Hey, now that we're back in town, let's map our way here. Just went to the logging station near the garage, and I'll head back down this way. Back up past the tower. I'll have to take that more carefully. We don't roll it over again to the sawmill. And we're gonna take a look and see, after we're done this contract, how many more we have. I don't think we have many more. Here we go. Back up to the tower. Let's hope it goes all right. Because if I remember correctly, there was no winch points up here. Well, I'll have to winch from the back. Okay, this was a bad idea. Okay, let's see if I can't just get out of the ruts then. We need another truck. This one looks like a monster. What DLC did this one come with? Or did it come on its own? Remember, I got a bunch of these all together. These Tatra trucks. The good thing is this also has fuel. I can top up the Royal before I continue on. Okay, attach the winch. There we go, we're back up here. Now let's see if it can get through here without rolling over. Yay! I'm within reach of that. Come on, get me out of the mud hole. Still got to get the Royal through here too. Well, we're officially past where we rolled over. Top you up with a little more. Change truck. Okay, let's head the rest of the way. This should be the turn. And it is. There we go, now I got around. A bit on the tricky side. I forgot how muddy and hilly this road was. But I made it down here once before, but clearly not in this truck. I just want to finish the logging contracts. I hate logging. And they just seem to get harder. The ones in Russia are really not fun. Yeah, I ended up bringing this all the way back from Pedro Bay where was it Pedro Bay or was it Island Lake? I think it was Island Lake where I picked up all the wood from. Oh, I gotta go this way because I got the stupid down tree in the way. It's not one I can drive over. But we should be almost there. Yeah, there it is, right there. Right around this downed tree. Man, I'm stuck now. I hate how it gives you all these little tiny trees options for winch when you can't use them. Almost there. Finally around that big tree. Well, other than getting stuck and needing a pull, it really wasn't that bad. Well, here is your last load of logs. Contract completed. $18,000. Well, that's good there for now. What contracts do we have left? We have 4 here for GR Enterprise. 2 left for Blackbird. 3 left for Morrison. Another logging one to Pedro Bay. Well, let's not do that. From water to land. 4 drilling spare parts. Deliver to the factory. Sure. Deliver to the factory. Oh, that's going to be so easy. I get them at the oil service site here. We need 4, so I need 2 more cargo slots, so I'll grab a trailer. Before we go, we're going to head down here. We'll get these drilling spare parts, and then up here, and then we'll take the back road past over here to the factory. This is going to be a quick one. Should be anyway. I don't think the Royal has been back in Alaska since I found it here. Found it back in Northport. There's that stupid scout trailer that's been here forever. Here's where I should get my oil stuff. Drilling spare parts. Drilling spare parts. Yes, that's what we want. And on the trailer too. The neat thing is, in this game, as you complete these contracts and take them to these facilities, it opens up more services at these facilities. Makes the game that much more enjoyable. Because it makes the game easier to navigate when you open up more fuel stations and more service stations. Especially on maps that don't have any of that stuff. Should be coming up to our turn here soon. I think this was the first truck that I found that has all-wheel drive on all the time and diff lock on all the time. Most Russian trucks have that. I would love it if they could fix my car, but it looks like it's going to cost more than it's worth. Sounds like it's going to be cheaper. Just get a different vehicle. The problem is they're getting more expensive every day because there's just so much demand for them and not enough used cars. Ooh, be careful, don't roll over. We're almost there. We just got to get back to this road here. There we go. The downside about going through back roads, there's always pits everywhere that roll you over easy. Yeah, that was a nice quick contract. There's your... Oh, you can't... Contract completed. $1,500. Yeah, you can't just quickly click on that anymore. They're back to having that long pause between unloading. Okay, we'll spend the night here. And I think we'll take on another contract. Now... Far and away was the logging one. I don't want to do logging. Pipeline repair. That's in Pedro Bay. Supply crates. Deliver to the sawmill consumables. 4 of them. And that's here too. Oh, we're going back to that same sawmill. So we're going back to the aerodome. Back behind the garage. Might as well head down the main road. That's going to be easiest. Get stopped for some fuel while we're going by. Through town. The aerodome. And then back here. I might as well go the same way. It seemed the easiest and most direct. And I might as well hang on to this trailer. It looks like we're going to need it again. We need 4 consumables. Yeah, we're going to need the 4 cargo slots again. Yeah, was that ever annoying? It was so weird getting that logging trailer. So I like that modded one because you could attach it to saddle load, which you use for almost every trailer in this game. But it just didn't work. For some reason it just glitched out. This is going to be good, getting 3 contracts hopefully completed this episode. Getting consumables over there should be a lot easier than the logs. Especially since this one has diff logs. Like, I should be able to get through the mud a lot easier than I did with the Royal. All fueled up, ready to go. This should be the town here. This might be the last one in White Valley. The rest of them, I think, are all Pedro Bay contracts. The last and final map in this region. And here we are at the aerodome. Yep. And on the truck 2. And off we go. It looks like both this one and Michigan will be completed pretty soon. I'll be moving on to 2 new regions. I think it's going to be Taymire and which was the other set of base game maps. And I'll replace this one with another snowy region, probably Lake Cove, which was the first DLC. Phase 1 DLC maps. That's the DLC that introduced breaking ice. Or thin ice. The thing that sucks is if I roll over, I have no crane over there. But I have lots of trucks to help me up. No crane to reload all this. Is this where I go up? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, because that's where I went around the truck here. Okay, let's try and hitch it from the back again. Maybe that'll help us boost through here. It is working. There we go. Yeah, a lot better than the Royal did. May have to have another truck drag me through again. As long as we're moving forward. There we go. Okay, and around we go. Just like we did with the logs. I'll go to low gear again. Even though it takes a little more time, you seem to get through the mud a little more smoothly without having to winch. This is the kind of terrain that people were hoping for in Farming Simulator. Dynamic ground. Where you could get vehicles stuck. 'Cause I have heard of that happening to farmers. If they go out and work their fields when it's a little too wet, they'll get tractors and harvesters stuck. Okay, Sawmill people, your food has arrived. Actually, it doesn't say what kind of consumables it is, maybe just toilet paper. Contract completed, $3,400. Now, how many do we have left? We still got the 4 for GR. We got 1 left for Blackbird. 5, 6, and 7 contracts left. Pipeline repair, that was Service Hub, yeah, that was in Pedro Bay. Everything left is in Pedro Bay. So we are done on this map. We only have Pedro Bay left. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. 3 contracts were finished. That gets us way closer to finishing this region. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Leave a like and a comment if you wish to do so. I'm Joe. I will see you next time in my SnowRunner adventure. Have a great day, everybody.